Welcome to the Biomass Oval for match 2 between Malaysia women and Nepal women. Nepal drew first blood in the series with an impressive performance with the ball in the opening encounter. But Malaysia will believe there's plenty to improve as they look on to bounce back today. It's going to be an important game looking into the tournaments coming up. There's Asian Game qualifiers and the ACC Premier Cup as well. So both teams have a lot to play for. And the challenge is set at the Biomass Oval. Nepal arrive in confidence. Malaysia will have determination on their side. And match 2 promises to be another fascinating contest. But before we go further, I was there in the middle with the two captains for the all-important toss. So we'll have a look at that. Very good morning. Match 2 between Malaysia and Nepal. I'm here for the toss once again. So I have Indu Burma from Nepal alongside Marcelisa and our match referee, Mr. Edwin. So Indu will flip the coin. Heads is the call and it's heads. So Malaysia, your decision for today?
We want to bat first.
So same strategy once again, but it's a different wicket. And in the last game, your batters really didn't bat well. So any thoughts on that?
Yes, I know today our batting is a little bit not lacking, but we try to boost our confidence back, and we try to prove that we can bat and score more runs.
And a lot of injuries as well. How about Mahira Izati? Is she playing in this game today?
Yes, absolutely, because she come back very strong. So she will play.
Any changes in your 11?
No, same team.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Indu? So you'll be bowling once again. Last game, you were very happy with the bowlers. So any thoughts on this?
I think our bowlers will execute the same plan, but have to responsibly in the batting side. We'll execute as a batter. We have to execute according to the situations, and we'll play today a good cricket and simple cricket.
Yes, absolutely. Apart from Samjana Khatka, the rest of the batters really struggled. So how are you going to change things around?
I mean, we have just keep it simple. Like the top order batters should make in partnership, and the middle order have to rotate the scoreboard. So yeah, overall we'll just have to play simple cricket and execute the plan and play the good cricket. That's all.
Any changes in your 11?
There's one changes. Bindu Rawal out and Soni Pakin in.
Good luck. So the news from out here, Malaysia have won the toss and they will bat first. So there you have it. Malaysia going with the same approach, willing to bat first. I think today they will come out with different plans. Well, they had a tough outing in the first game. And for everyone who has just joined us, a very wonderful morning here at the Biomass Oval. And thank you for joining us. This is me, Shahidur from the Combox, welcoming you. Well, the Malaysian women will be looking for answers after a difficult opening game against Nepal. Nepal was very disciplined with the bowling attack. But I think both the sides, they have a few things to figure out, especially in terms of batting. For Malaysia, it's the same opening pair, Elsa Hunter and Aina Hamiza. Mind you, Elsa Hunter was the only batter to score in double digits in that first game. Apart from her, rest of the batters really struggled. Malaysia were all out for just 67 runs in the first T20I. But I think Malaysia has a lot to take from that game as well, because their bowlers did a wonderful job picking up 8 wickets, defending just 68. So a lot of positives for both the sides. But it's a different day, a different game. And we all know cricket can be a very funny game at times. So you cannot write off any team. But yes, Nepal definitely much stronger on paper, and pretty much on the stats as well. Currently ranked 22 in the world, and Malaysia are at number 28 spot. So there's a lot to play for because these matches will be very crucial for their preparations in the qualifiers for the Asian Games. So the players are getting ready. It's Manisha Kumari who will be taking the new ball. Manisha Kumari was very good with the new ball in the first game as well, picked up 2 wickets. So the players are ready. And the umpire says play. Here comes the first delivery. Aina Hamiza on strike. That's a good start. Worked away on the onside. She will get off the mark straight away. They're pushing the fielder and comfortably making the second run. Good running between the wickets as well. Good start for Malaysia. Well, a very different start compared to the previous game. I think it's all about strike rotation. We haven't seen the Malaysian batters looking for boundaries. That's beautifully swept in the gap. That's a good start. Aina Hamiza gets her first boundary. Well, nothing wrong with the delivery. Just a good looking shot. 4 runs. Well, very different approach here shown by Aina Hamiza. That's how she likes to bat. Very experienced. She's playing her 82nd T20I with 898 runs behind her. Very close to that personal milestone of 1000 T20I runs as well. If she gets there, she will only be the 3rd Malaysian to do so. What a good looking shot once again. This is a very positive start. I think Malaysia are proving a statement in here that we are not going to hold back. It's a different game and a very different strategy. And I'm sure after the first game, the spirits will be very high. They'll be very proud of how they have fought in that first match. So that kind of builds the momentum towards you as well. And of course, with the home conditions, it always helps. A good looking shot there from Elsa Hunter as well, straight to Indu Barma. Indu Barma, on the other hand, led the Nepal side really well. I think she's a very good captain. Oh, that was hit hard. And Kavita Joshi did extremely well. It's not an easy position to be fielding at. Silly point in the first over itself of a T20 game. We don't often see such scenes. Slightly short, cut away straight to the fielder, no runs there. End of a good over for Malaysia, 7 without loss. So it's going to be Kavita Kowar with the new ball from the Negara end. Again, lot of experience. She is leading the charts amongst the wickets for Nepal. 73 wickets for her. in her international career. Here she comes. That's a good start, just guiding the ball towards point. Again, I know Hamiza is looking very good out there. Very good start, very positive in intent. Well, in the first game, she took quite some time, a few dot deliveries that really put pressure on her, and eventually she got out cheaply. It's a very different start for her and for Malaysia. That's well bowled. Slight hint of movement outside the off stump, beating the bat. Aina Hamiza using her feet, again beaten, wonderfully bowled once again. This is good pace, too quick for her. Kavita Kuwar, well, she has the nag of just getting the ball through. So sometimes you don't realize how quickly it comes onto you as a batter. So far, she has beaten the bat twice in the over. And Hamiza under some pressure for the first time in this innings. Beautifully bowled. Again, that outswinger. That's a wonderful line and length. Well, you can see the struggle in the body language as well. Aina Hamiza just trying to use her feet and get to closer to the delivery. But again, that swing away from her. Just beating the bat once again. Wonderful over 4 dot deliveries. This is a very good comeback. There you can see she's just standing outside the popping crease. Oh, again, it's almost like an action replay. That happened for the 4th time consecutively. Kavita Kuwar is utilizing the new ball to her strength. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. That was a gem of a delivery. End of the over. Kavita Kuwar starts off with a maiden 7 without loss. Manisha Kumari will continue in here. Well, today, Elsa Hunter, she's looking different in her approach as well. She got off with a boundary in the first game, in the very first delivery that she faced. Today, she's more cautious, a bit careful out there. Probably she understands that she needs to bat longer. A quick single once again, misfield there from Sita Ranamagar. That's beautifully bowled. Got the edge. And might run away as well. The fielder does well. Keeps it down to 2. Good fielding. That was a very good delivery. Manisha Kumari just drifting the ball in and that hint of movement away from the right-hander. The ball just slightly gripping onto the turf as well. I wouldn't mind to see a slip in place as well after that delivery. Fuller that's driven in the gap as well. Aina Hamiza looking very confident, especially when she's batting against Manisha Kumari. Well, I think it's all about the intent. If you just play the ball with a straight bat and play every delivery to its merit, I think there's plenty of runs on offer, especially on a batting track like this. That was a good looking shot. Again, finds the fielder, Indu Burma. Very safe as a fielder. The skipper of Nepal. Oh, slight miscommunication there between the batters. And a slight fumble as well, resulting in another extra run. It's 12 without loss. Kavita Kaur will continue. Bowled a brilliant over. Yet to concede a run. That's beautifully driven. That will find the boundary. Good looking shot. Excellent timing on that. Well, that was a shot of class. Look at that. Just timing it to perfection. Well, Elsa Hunter rated very highly in this Malaysian squad. And rightly so. On her day, she can really turn the things around. That's a good delivery. Good comeback once again. Well, speaking about Elsa Hunter, she spends most of her time in Australia. Plays a lot of cricket there, so a lot of experience. But those are different batting conditions. Whereas here at Malaysia, it's slightly typical Asian wicket. But there's a bit for the bowlers as well. Again, beaten outside the off stump. This is good bowling. Kavita Kaur is generating some good pace in here. Elsa Hunter, still very young, just 21 years of age. Plays for Sydney Sixers woman. What a wicket. Beautifully bowled. That's why Kavita Kaur is one of the best for Nepal. She disturbs the timber. That's the first wicket down for Malaysia. And again, that was beautifully bowled. This time the ball just coming back with the angle. In walks the skipper of Malaysia, Mas Elisa, playing her 99th T20I. Very, very experienced. And it's going to be a good contest because Mas Elisa is the number one batter for Malaysia and she'll be going against the best of Nepal, Kavita Kaur. So a good contest between bat and ball. Mas Elisa with 1,543 runs under her belt. Scored 7 half centuries. And a decent strike rate as well. Strike rate of 87.97, almost 88, not bad. That's well bowled. And good defense as well. Very solid when it comes to technique. Marcelisa, I think she has to realize that she needs to bat with a lot of responsibility as the skipper. You need to lead from the front. And she is definitely having that capability to do so. That will be a wide down the leg side. For the first time, Kavita Kuar misses a line. And a good take behind the stumps as well. Ruby Podar played a decent knock in the first match as well. So talking about Nepal, the only two batters that really put an impact in that first game was Samjana Khatka and Ruby Podar, the wicketkeeper batter. Beautifully bowled. Good mix here. A lot of deliveries, leaving the right hander, but then she can always surprise you with that in swinging delivery. It's 17 for 1. Manisha Kumari will continue in here. Malaysia 17 for 1. That swept, and that might run away to the boundary as well. It will be a long chase for the fielder. The ball just dying before the ropes. But they're going for the third. Excellent running between the wickets. Well, one might say that the fielder could have done better, but it's just very good running, pushing really hard. Aina Hamiza and Marcelisa, very fit as cricketers. So the good sign for Malaysia is Aina Hamiza finally is looking in her colours. Very positive to start off. That's aerial, and that's in the gap as well. Beautifully played. Marcelisa takes the attack to Manisha Kumari. Well, just a fuller delivery, and look at her play that. Fetching it from outside the off stump. Well, Indu Burma doing the right thing. Having a word with the young bowler. Well, that's how you can inspire your teammates, especially as a captain. You need to back your bowlers up, and that's exactly what Indu Burma is doing. Much better. Good comeback from Manisha. Slightly expensive in this over. Already 7 runs given of the 2 deliveries that she bowled. Slightly short and wide cutaways. Pooja Mato is very good as a fielder. It's never gonna concede a run in there. But Malaysia off to a decent start. I think it's all about laying that foundation for the next batters to walk into bat. And if this pair can stay there for at least 5 or 10 overs from here, they will be in with a good chance. Wonderful running once again. Well, now they're going for the extra run as well. That was a direct hit. I believe that hit the bowler and just ricochet to the other direction. There's no backing up there. 2 runs taken. Again, great match awareness between the batters. Marcelisa very busy as a cricketer. Likes to rotate the strike, take those singles and doubles. There's a big appeal that looked close. Very close, in fact. Well, that was an expensive over. 10 runs from it. It's 27 for 1. Well, Indu Burma opting to continue. Kavita Kuar will be bowling her third over. So she'll only have 1 over after this. But yes, why not? She has been bowling really well. Again, that outswinger just short of the fielder. Well, that's the subtle variation that caused a lot of damage for Kavita Kuar. She bowls a lot of outswingers, and then there will be a surprising delivery that just comes back to the right-handers. Very smart as a cricketer. She started off just like that. That looked close, and yes, absolutely, that did the trick once again. The incoming delivery from Kavita Kuar, and the Malaysian batters have no clue. Well, that's the second wicket for Malaysia. Kavita Kuar picking up both. That's why she's so dangerous with the new ball. Again, deceiving the batter with the in-swinging delivery, and that was definitely hitting the stumps. What a spell here from Kavita Kuar. Doing the damage once again to this Malaysian batting lineup. Picked up 2 wickets, only given away 5 runs. She was economical in the first match as well. So the new batter for Malaysia, Mahira Izzati. She got injured in the first match, but she is a very strong character. Came back from that injury. That will be a wide, I guess. Probably caught the thigh pad on the way. It's Mahira Izzati again. Very good all-rounder. She's the leading wicket taker for Malaysia as well with 70 wickets. And a bit over 600 runs in her career. Beautifully bowled once again. The ball just leaving the right-hander. Well, she's keeping the batters guessing. And it's just wonderful to see because she has the similar kind of release for both the deliveries. So as a batter, you really need to see the ball till the end to realize which one is coming in. There comes the incoming delivery. Oh, Mahira Izzati just got an inside edge. And Indu Burma, she's enjoying this bowling as well. And so are we. Wonderful bowling here. Kavita Kuwar, she has been very, very impressive in this game. There's Rubina Chatri on your screen as well. Very experienced. So it's a very balanced Nepal side. A lot of experience, and then that young energy, the young players. So good mix here. That will be a wicket maiden. What an over. To conclude, it's 27 for 2. So finally, a change in bowling. Pooja Mahato coming from the same end that she bowled in the previous game. The Golden Hope end. Probably that's the end she likes to bowl from. Picked up 3 wickets in the previous game, and a very utility cricketer coming in from the under 19 squad. Was the captain of Nepal under 19 in the World Cup as well. Starts off well. Well, that's her strength. She's going to bowl stump to stump. She's very disciplined, very tight with her line and length. Well, Aina Hamiza, she has been off strike for quite some time now, and finally got one delivery that's cut away in the gap. Slight misfield. Long chase here for Sita Ranamagar. And a couple of runs there. Well, coming back to Aina Hamiza, I think she has been away from the strike for quite some time. And she was off to a good start. So all she needed was some support from the other end and to get her back on strike. And I think Mahira Izati just fits in with that kind of role. She can play the anchor role. She's definitely one of the batters who can bat longer for Malaysia. Beautifully bowled once again. That incoming delivery. So far we have seen the Malaysian batters struggling with those incoming deliveries, the in-swinging deliveries. Again, brilliantly bowled. That ball was coming from a long way outside the off stump. Again, she's getting some good movement in the air as well. It's not only off the track, but the movement that happens in the air is causing the trouble. Just like that, beautifully bowled once again, and a quick single taken. Well, Kavita Joshi did well. And talking about Nepal, I think they're a wonderful side, especially in the field as well. We have seen the fielders throwing their bodies on the line. So very passionate cricket team. And I think that's how it should be. It's always an honor to represent your country, both for Nepal and Malaysia. End of the over, 31 for 2. So it's time for some spin. It's going to be the right arm off spin of Riya Sharma. Picked up 2 wickets in the previous match as well. That's an aerial shot and straight to the fielder. She strikes first ball. Riya Sharma, what a start. She removes Mahira Izati. Well, Mahira Izati just got carried away. It was a fuller delivery. Just couldn't control the shot. The ball just ballooned in the air and a simple catch at the boundary. Well, Malaysia had a good start, but now again they're just losing the way. New batter walking in for Malaysia, Noor Dania. That's well bowled. Good bowling once again. What a start from Riya Sharma. Well, she's looking to be a very different bowler from the previous game. Looking much more confident here. This time it's played back straight to her. Well, I think someone needs to put their hands up and say, okay, I'm going to play the anchor role and support Aina Hamiza. She's just strangled at the non-striking end. That looked close. 2 wickets in the over for Riya Sharma. What a start. Malaysia in some deep trouble right now. 31 for 4. That was an unnecessary shot from Noor Dania. Well, there's the Malaysian dugout. I'm sure there'll be few nerves in there. They're off to a good start and just losing back-to-back wickets here. 3 wickets in quick succession, and in comes Dhanushri, new batter for Malaysia. Well, you can feel bad for Aina Hamiza. She's batting really well and she's just been away from the strike, watching from the other end, all those wickets falling apart. That's well bowled, brilliantly bowled. That's a double wicket maiden. What a start for Riya Sharma. It's 31 for 4. Pooja Mahato will continue in here. That was a top edge. Again, a single of the very first delivery. Well, surprising. Leg by call by the umpire. And Aina Hamiza once again taking a single of the very first delivery, exposing the other batters to a very formidable Nepal side. But yes, at the same time, you need to back your teammates as well. I'm pretty sure a lot of those batters were more than capable. They just couldn't score runs. Again, a full toss, low full toss there. Dhanushri played it straight to the fielder. But again, you can see a lot of movement from Pooja Mahato in the air. So as a batter, you need to be very careful, because Pooja Mahato will be looking to find that gap between bat and pad. And Dhanushri just covering all three stumps. Slightly aerial. This could be close. Well, they've made home. Aina Hamiza is extremely quick. That's driven, but straight to the fielder. No runs there. This is again a very good over. Nepal are just slowing down the run rate. Lot of dot deliveries, which also creates pressure on the batters psychologically. That's in the gap. And surprisingly, they turned down the single. Aina Hamiza probably just realized that she needs to take more of the strike. Malaysia, I think it's very important for them to at least score 100 runs. We have seen how good they are, even defending just 68. They took 8 wickets the first match. So there's still some batting remaining. With that, it's the end of the over. After over number 9, it's 33 for 4. Well, Riya Sharma will continue. Took 2 wickets in her first over, yet to concede a run. That's a good looking shot. Oh dear, misfield. That will result in a boundary. Welcome runs here for Malaysia and Dhanushri. It's good timing on that, but the fielding could have been better. Just went through the legs. Very unlikely of Nepal. That's a good comeback. Well, even the previous delivery, there was nothing wrong with the delivery. It's just that the fielder let her down. One of those rare occasions where we see a misfield from the Nepal fielders. Usually they're a very strong fielding unit as well. I think the 2 matches here will be very important for the preparation going into the Asian Cup Asian Games qualifiers. Oh dear, another misfield. This time it was Kavita Joshi. Well, the Nepal fielder is getting slightly casual, I would say. Yes, talking about the Asian Games qualifiers. It's just around the corner. Starts next week. And straight after that, we have the ACC Premier Cup as well. So a lot of cricket here in Malaysia. Malaysia always been a wonderful host when it comes to ICC and ACC events. That's well ball once again. Took the edge. Well, a decent over comes to an end. It's 38 for 4. And we're at the halfway stage. And with that, the umpires have called for a drinks break. So we'll be heading into a short break and we'll see you on the other side. Well, the players are hydrated now after a short break. Much needed drinks break for everyone. And it's going to be some change in the bowling as well. Rubina Chatri. She will be replacing Pooja Mahato. Rubina Chatri, a lot of experience. Oh, what a good start. Beaten in the flight once again. That's beautifully bowled. Rubina Chatri, she has 55 wickets under her belt. And tons of experience for her. And she's the only player for Nepal with 1,000 plus runs and over 50 wickets as well. Again, beautifully bowled. She's just slowing things up, not trying to give any pace on offer for the batters to play with. But mind you, she can always surprise you with that quicker delivery as well. So as a batter, you need to be ready for that subtle change of pace. Just like that, slightly quicker in the air, just short of the fielder. Could have been a run out as well. Not the best of throws. There comes the quicker one. This time it was slightly wide. An extra run here for Malaysia. But I like the idea of bowling it much slower in the air. We've seen the ball just slightly gripping onto the turf just like that. And I think that's the sign of a good cricketer. You need to assess the pitch and bowl accordingly. And so far, Rubina Chetri is doing the same. Attempted sweep. She'll get a single, and with that, she'll keep the strike as well. 41 for 4. And it's going to be more spin from the other end. Some left arm spin of Sita Ranamagar. 63 wickets for her before this match. Again, very experienced. Again, going for the sweep, Aina Hamiza. Well, she played a delightful sweep in the very first over. But since then, she has not been able to get that away. We have seen few attempts. Definitely one of her favorite shots, the sweep shot. And that's why they have a fielder there as well. Good use of the feet, but finds the fielder. Aina Hamiza will be disappointed not to put that away. It was a full toss. Well, there was a slight confusion. I think it's Sita Ranamagar as well, who has more than 1,000 runs and 50 plus wickets. So that's 2 for Nepal. Sita Ranamagar and Rubina Chatri both. And they bring in all those experience and years of serving the Nepal national side. Rubina Chatri definitely the senior amongst the two. She played 91 matches compared to 68 of Sita Ranamagar. She just opened the face of the bat, and this is smart batting. That's all she needs to do. Take a single, rotate the strike, try to get back Aina Hamiza on strike. I think Malaysia needs to keep things very simple right now. The idea should be to bat the 20 overs without losing more wickets. Fuller delivery, she drives, and good fielding as well. Ria Sharma does well. That ball was travelling. 44 for 4. Well, Rubina Chhatri bowled just 1 over, and again taken off the attack. Pooja Mahato will replace her, coming to bowl her third over. Got an inside edge. They'll settle down for a single. Well, a decent partnership growing here for Malaysia between Aina Hamiza and Dhanushri. Both the batters are just trying to steady the ship because they lost 3 wickets in just 2 overs. And since then, I think they've done a good job. It's also important to score runs. We're into the 13th over already. That's well bowled. Smart bowling again. Pooja Mahato, she's doing a wonderful job. That's going to be a wide down the leg. Well, Malaysia just trying to hang in there. I think they were off to a very good start. Scored 20 odd runs within the first 3 overs. But since then, the Nepal bowlers came back into the game really, really strongly. Good use of the feet, straight to the fielder. Another fumble. Well, that's probably the 3rd or 4th time we have seen a fumble in the field. I think as a fielding unit, you need to back your bowlers up. Nepal usually very good when it comes to their fielding. That's played in the gap. Good timing on that. That might run away as well. Dhanushri gets 4 runs. Again, good delivery. And well played as well. Was right up there in the block hole and she kept it out. Good batting from Dhanushri as well. She's batting on 14 of 16 and these are important runs here for Malaysia. They moved on to 52 for the loss of 4 wickets. I think the idea will be to get past the score from the previous game. And she's gone. Brilliant take from Pooja Mahato. And she loses her balance in the process. But she will enjoy that. Probably hurt herself, but she has hurt the Malaysian batter as well. 5 wickets down. Well, that wicket was from the last delivery of the over. So it's going to be Sitarana Magar, Malaysia, losing the important wicket of Aina Hamiza, courtesy of some wonderful bowling from Pooja Mahato once again. Caught and bowled. Fuller delivery, played straight to Rubina Chatri. Can slight fumble. Dhanushri is looking very confident out there. Just lost her partner at the right time. But both of them were looking very comfortable. Again, good looking shot, but no runs there. Nepal once again finding that gap to get back into the game. Smart bowling. Flighted, and that's driven as well. Good fielding this time. Rubina Chatri does well. Another misfield. Well, Nepal, that's something they really need to work on. Usually, they're a team that has a very good reputation when it comes to fielding. Slightly off for today. Oh, that's yorked. Well bowled. Last delivery coming off of the 14th over. And another dot delivery to end the over. It's 53 for 5. Rubina Chatri coming back into the attack. And this is smart captaincy from Indu Burma once again. Big appeal, and she has been given. Dhanushri departs, and the experienced Rubina Chatri gets her first wicket. And Kavita Kuar signaling that's out. Well, Malaysia in deep, deep trouble right now. Dhanushri was looking good out there, 15 of 20. Ariana Natasha, the new batter from Malaysia. Well, Malaysia 6 wickets down. Once again, losing wickets in clusters. That has been the problem for the Malaysian women's side. Every time they lose a wicket, it's always in clusters. They've always lost two or three. So, a lot to think about from both the matches here, especially in the batting department for Malaysia. She goes aerial straight away. Ariana, she gets off the mark with that single. Positive intent, but at the same time, you need to keep your head calm and composed. There's still plenty of overs remaining, and I think if they can bat through their 20 overs and get off to 80, 90 runs, that can be very challenging for Nepal. Well, Nepal, on the other hand, talking about how they have evolved as a cricketing nation, I think cricket is just not a sport in Nepal, it's an emotion. And we have seen the love and passion for the game, not only in the team, but the fans across the world. They've really taken this game with pride. And the Nepalese supporters, they bring incredible energy, irrespective of wherever the team plays. Oh, that's a nothing shot and a simple catch. Second wicket in the over for Rubina Chatri. Idina departs. Indu Burma takes the catch. Well, what an over here from Rubina Chatri. Picked up 2 wickets in the over. And it's wonderful to watch how Indu Burma really rotated the bowlers. Rubina Chatri bowled at first over, was taken off. Pooja Mahato came in, delivered that wicket off Aina Hamiza. Oh dear, that's suicidal. Absolutely suicidal. But Rubina Chatri, she missed it. She couldn't collect that right, or else Aina Najwa was gone for all money. End of the over, 55 for 7. Now Riya Sharma back into the attack. She was very good when she came into bowl those first 2 overs. Picked up 2 wickets in her very first over. Very economical as well. Malaysia in some trouble. Once again, the batters not been able to deliver. That's well bowled. Riya Sharma has that nag of skidding the ball through the batter. Aina Najwa, the wicketkeeper batter, again trying to hit the ball too hard. Well, I wonder how they're going to approach this innings. Aina Najwa and Ariana Natasha. See the Malaysian dugout. Definitely a lot of nerves out there and a lot of thinking to do as well. I mean, these matches are very important, especially for the preparation of the Asian Games qualifiers and the ACC Premier Cup. That's worked away on the onside. Another single. I think that's good enough if they can play the next 4 overs and score 20 to 25 runs, take the scorecard over 80 runs, and then the bowlers will have something to bowl at. I think that should be the plan from here on. Malaysia, they don't need big sixes or boundaries. They just need to hang in there. We all know they have a very good bowling attack. But at the end of the day, if you don't score runs, you're not going to win matches. Much better. Good looking shot. That's all you need to do. Just playing it all along the carpet. Playing with a straight bat. A lot of singles on offer as well. So we have seen a lot of shots today played in the air, taking those risks. So it's not necessary at that given time. But this is how you learn. You make mistakes and you learn from it. That looked close. That looked really, really close. 59 for 7. Well, again, going back to the last delivery, it was a very questionable shot that she played. The ball was right on the off stump and trying to sweep a delivery from that line and length. It's always going to be dangerous. And with a side with 59 for 7, I'm not sure if you should be playing that shot. So I think Aina Najwa and Ariana Natasha, they need to talk among themselves and try to figure out and assess the situation and at least play off the 20 overs. So just 4 overs to go in this first innings. Malaysia winning the toss and elected to bat first. 59 for 7. The batters once again struggled in this game as well. But you have to give a lot of credit to the Nepal bowlers. They have done a wonderful job. That's a full toss and well fielded. Indu Burma does well. Just sliding towards the left. Saved at least a single from there. Pooja Mahato once again very tidy with her line and length. Coming in to bowl her fourth over. That's heaved away on the onside. They might be pushing for the second. And yes, comfortably making it. Well, I like the intent here from Ariana Natasha, but then again, there's still plenty of balls remaining. And Aina Najwa doing the right thing, just trying to calm her down. Because both of them can bat. Again, aerial. Rhea Sharma does well. Well, sometimes when you're just trying to hit the ball too hard, you get those inner edges of the bat and the ball just balloons in the air. Fortunately for her, it was in the gap. That's well bowled. Good carry to the wicketkeeper as well. Ruby Poddar. She has done well behind the stumps. Well, Nepal going in with one change for this game. Indu misses out. Again, trying to fetch the ball from outside the off stump and playing it to the onside. Not the best of connections, but they'll still scamper through for a single. And I think every run here will count for Malaysia. They're very close to that first match score of 67. Still 19 deliveries to go. Just need to be sensible. Well, almost hanging out to the fielder. Another misfield. Oh dear. The Nepal fielders have not fielded well today. Pakrin was the fielder on that occasion. Well, she was the player that came into the squad. 66 for 7. Sita Ranamagar comes back into the attack and she will be bowling to Ariana Natasha. Meanwhile, Pooja Mahato has bowled out 4 overs, 20 runs and a wicket. Decent spell for her. Well, too close to cut. And she got slightly late as well. I think as a batter, you need to get closer to the delivery, but then it was never there to be cut. Good start to the over from Sita Ranamagar. Fuller delivery. Again, a nothing shot. Steep bounce there from the throw. Sita Ranamagar was surprised with that. Flighted straight to the fielder. Oh dear. Could have been a simple run out. Again, fumbling. We have seen the Nepal fielders struggle out there today. Time and again, right from the word go, we're already into the 18th over. And we have seen a lot of fumbles. Again, short, half tracker, a poor delivery, but then a poor shot as well. Look at that. Wild swing and a miss. I'm not sure about how they're planning it. But I think the idea should have been so simple for these two, Ariana Natasha and Ayana Najwa, to make an impact on the game. They had 4 to 5 overs when they came into bed. All they needed to do was to score singles and doubles, keep the scoreboard ticking, but they're just playing the ball in the air. Another wicket. Sita Ranamaga gets the wicket and the struggle of Aina Najwa comes to an end. Well, there was a wicket on the last delivery of that over. So it's going to be Ariana Natasha on strike. Malaysia have went past their previous score. Now they're on 68 for 8. The new batter, Noor Kalisha. But she was very impressive with the ball in the first match. Picked up 3 wickets. Now she has a job to do with the bat. Meanwhile, another misfield, this time from the wicketkeeper. Well, we have seen a lot of fumbles from the Nepal fielders today. That's something which is very unlikely. I've seen them field very well in the past. A wild swing and a miss. Noor Kalisha, she needs to understand that Ariana Natasha is a much better batter. So all she needs to do is just to get bat on ball and just run for it. She goes for the run, but she will be run out. Yes, she's gone. A good throw there. Indu Burma, she's very sharp in the field. That's wicket number 9. That's driven, beautifully done. That will be 4 runs. A wonderful shot. Aisha Elisa, well, she's showing the rest of the batters how to bat. Coming into bat at number 11. drives a ball to perfection. This time she goes on the onside. That's a good end to the over. It's 73 for 9. Just 6 deliveries to go in this innings. Last over coming up. Oh, that has gone through the wicketkeeper. That will run away for a boundary. These are important runs for Malaysia. That's 4 byes. Ruby Podar could have done better. Beautifully bowled. Well, that was a strong comeback from Kavita Kuar. Probably she was very disappointed with that effort from the wicketkeeper. 4 byes. Well, Nepal just giving some extra runs today. And they know they have struggled in the first match, chasing 68. They lost 8 wickets, and now Malaysia scored 77. That was a good looking shot. Again finds the fielder. Just a single. Aisha Elisa will be on strike. 3 balls remaining. Can Malaysia get a boundary from somewhere? Swing and a miss. They're appealing, but just went through her in extra pace. What a spell for Kavita Kuar, bowling her 4th over, only given away 6 runs and 2 wickets. That's how lethal she was with the new ball. Well ball once again. They're running hard. Might be going for the second. No. Good fielding. That's the standard of fielding we know for Nepal. Kavita Joshi did extremely well. So the last delivery coming, and I think Malaysia will be happy to reach around that 80 runs score. The last delivery. Ariana Natasha on strike. Can she find a boundary? Surely she will be swinging her bat and at anything and everything in the last delivery. She does swing, goes aerial over the infield. And they're going for the third. This could be a run out as well. Oh dear, she has missed it. Should have been a run out. What have you done, Kavita Kuar? But that's 3 runs for Malaysia. And Ariana Natasha will take it. She finishes off 13 of 12. And Malaysia scored 82 on the board. So Nepal will need to score 83 of their 20 overs, and it's not going to be easy. So we will be heading into a short break, and we'll see you on the other side with the Nepal run chase. And it's time for the Nepal run chase. We're back at the Biomass Oval. Wonderful conditions for cricket, and it has been a wonderful ground. The pitches are really good. So is the outfield. We have seen the outfield being extremely quick. But Nepal will have a job to do here. 83 to win. And in comes the two batters. Well, there's a change as well. Indu has opted for Kavita Joshi, who will be the opening partner for Samjana Khadka. Samjana Khadka, on the other hand, she played an amazing knock in that first game. Scored almost half of the runs that Nepal scored. And taking the new ball in her hand will be Noor Dania. She was very impressive in the first match as well. Bowled 4 overs, just conceded 10 runs and a wicket. Coming in from the under 19 squad. She was the skipper of the Malaysian under 19 team in the under 19 World Cup that happened last year in Malaysia. So Malaysia, proud host. And here comes the first delivery. That's worked away. That's in the gap as well. That might be running away. Good start once again from Samjana Khadka. Well, she continues to impress. Well, that's a very positive mindset as a batter. And I think it also absorbs the pressure of the scoreboard. Poor delivery, and that's a slight misfield as well. Aina Hamiza could have done better. But smart captaincy here from Marcelisa. She has covered that onside field really well. There is a deep mid wicket and a long on in place as well. Malaysia going slightly defensive because they know few dot balls and it will create a lot of pressure. That's a full toss straight to Dhanusri and a wicket in the first over for Noor Dania. What a breakthrough. Kavita Joshi departs for naught of the very first delivery that she faced. Well. Another early wicket here for Malaysia. Not the best of deliveries. It was a juicy full toss. But played straight to Dhanusri, who did well. That ball was travelling. That was hit hard as well. Well, it was a juicy full toss. And well hit. And a good catch. Sharp one from Dhanusri. So Malaysia getting that early breakthrough. Pooja Mahato on strike. Well, Pooja Mahato, 725 runs under her belt. Fuller delivery that's driven. And it's a good contest once again. I've always enjoyed when it goes to a contest like captain against captain, and both these players, Noor Dania was representing Malaysia in the under 19 World Cup, and Pooja Mahato was the captain for Nepal in the same World Cup as well. It's a good rivalry. End of over number 1. It's 3 for 1. It's going to be Aisha Elisa. She was very good with the new ball as well for Malaysia in that first match. Picked up 2 wickets. That was a good looking shot. Flicked off the pads. Again, a very risky and classy shot there from Samjana Khadka. Well, she doesn't get bothered with the fall of wickets from the other end. We have seen it in the first game as well. She has her own way of dealing with the bowlers. It's a solid defense, solid technique there. Pooja Mahathur. Really pleasing to the eye. And she's someone who has a very bright future for Nepal, I would say. Still very young, aged just 20. Good use of the feet, but finds the fielder. Noor Dania does well. I think it will be very important for Malaysia to pick up early wickets here. That's going to impose a lot of pressure. Well, use of the feet once again. Pooja Mahato just getting carried away. I think it's very important that she calms down and settles down at the pitch first. Because another wicket here for Nepal, and they will face the heat from Malaysia. Beautifully bowled. Again, beaten outside the off stump. This is good stuff here. And you can see that urgency in Pooja Mahato's approach. 7 dot deliveries. And with a required run rate of over 4 runs per over, every dot delivery here will hurt the batting side. She goes down the track once again. This time she finds the gap. There's a long chase. Irtina was the fielder on that occasion. Couple of runs there. Finally, Pooja Mahato gets off the mark. It's 6 for 1. Samjana Khatka on strike and heaved away on the onside once again. Good looking shot. But there's the Malaysian skipper out there in the deep. And very smart captaincy, I would say, from Malaysia. They have covered that onside very well. Use of the feet. This time it's good timing. But Noor Khalisha does well in the deep as well. Oh, that's a slight fumble, misfield. We have seen plenty of them when Nepal were fielding, and now Malaysia are not holding behind. Few fumbles in the field today from both the sides. That's a top edge. This could be dangerous. Oh, drop catch there. Oh dear. You need to take those. Aina Najwa. She got to the delivery. Just couldn't hang on. Beautifully worked away. good timing. Well, Samjana Kharka, she's very good, especially at that opening stand. She just needs the right partner, someone who can stay with her. Good use of the feet. This time she goes in the gap. Excellent timing. Brilliant shot from Pooja Mahato. That will end in expensive over 15 for 1. That's aerial, two fielders converging, and it falls in the middle of them. Oh dear. Samjana Khatka, she's taking her chances. Came from the bottom of the bat, and it was placed perfectly in between Elsa Hunter and Noor Dania. Use of the feet once again, that was hammered down the ground. Aisha Elisa did extremely well to get a hand to it. Well, these are efforts that can really lift up the spirits for Malaysia. They will definitely need some out there. We saw a drop catch in the last over from the wicketkeeper, Aina Najwa. That's a good delivery. Good comeback there. Well, Nepal are batting with a decent strike rate. The run rate is good. Required run rate just 4 runs per over. Oh no, mistimed, and she's gone. Pooja Mahato departs. And it's Aisha Elisa who gets that breakthrough for Malaysia. Nepal in a space of bother, 16 for 2. Well, Sony Pakrin is the new batter for Nepal. She has made her way into the 11 for this match. The only change for Malaysia, for Nepal, in fact, beg your pardon. That's a Nepal dugout. I'm sure there'll be some nerves out there. Malaysia will be happy. 2 early wickets. Well, it's going to be Soni Pakrin, the new batter for Nepal. Made her way into the 11 for this match. And I think it will be a good opportunity for her if she can score some runs and cement her place. Aisha Elisa to continue in here. Slightly slower on that occasion. Probably just rolling her fingers. And this is good variation as well. As a bowler, you need to have those subtle variations in pace. Malaysia doing a wonderful job in here. They have picked up 2 early wickets. And you can feel the nerves out there for the Nepal batters. Last delivery coming up. Oh dear, that's a misfield. And it's a quick outfield. They're running for the second. Slightly casual there once again. The Malaysian fielders. 2 runs and a wicket. Aisha Elisa will be very happy with that. Nepal 17 for 2. Well, it's going to be Mahira Izzati. Couldn't bowl in the first match due to an injury, and she's making her comeback. Definitely the best for Malaysia when it comes to T20Is. Picked up 70 wickets, right up there in the wicket taking chart. That's well bowled. That's the delivery that goes with the arm. No spin on that occasion. A very skillful bowler, Mahira Izzati. Playing her 80th match today. 70 wickets for her. And she has done a decent job with the bat as well. Well bowled once again. So she has that subtle variation where she changes her pace, bowls that slower delivery, and then she has that quicker one as well. Very skillful. And Malaysia will be happy to get her services today. That was a good looking cut shot there from Soni Pakrin. Just found the fielder. No runs there. With every dot delivery, the run rate, the required rate will just creep towards 6 runs per over. A slight misfield. That will be a single for Soni Pakrin. Well, this is going to be interesting. Samjana Khatka, she's on strike. She might try to take on Mahira Izzati. Well, good delivery. Good delivery to end the over. 18 for 2 after 5. Aisha Elisa will continue in here. Oh, swing of the bat. Soni Pakrin just trying to advance down the ground. But this is good stuff from Aisha Elisa. And that's a good change as well. Wicketkeeper standing up to the stumps. Very good match awareness from Malaysia. That was a good looking shot, but finds the fielder. Every dot delivery will pile up pressure here. And we have seen a lot of good teams come playing under that scoreboard pressure. Another good delivery. And this is a very good field setup as well, to give credit to Marcelisa. And Malaysia always has that fighting spirit, especially in the bowling lineup. I think the bowlers never give up. They're always in with a fight. Whoa. She went for the shot, hit the bottom of the bat. But again, the intentions are very clear. Sony Pakrin is slightly getting carried away. But there was a fielder in the deep as well, and straight away there is a change in field. The fielder comes into the circle, probably inviting her to play that shot once again. And she goes for the same shot, this time wrapped on the pads. Well, this is brave bowling here from Aisha Elisa. She was up for the challenge. Bowled a similar delivery this time with the fielder coming inside the circle, and still she wins it. So these are the small battles that you win and put pressure on the opposition. Last delivery coming up. Fuller, but straight to the fielder. Oh dear, misfield as well. But no harm done. A maiden over. Excellent over there from Aisha Elisa. She has bowled 3 overs, 5 runs and a wicket for her. It's 18 for 2. Well, 2 very quiet overs. Mahira Izati bowled 1, gave away just 1 run, and a maiden over from Aisha Elisa. Samjana Khatka is on strike. That's a good looking shot down the ground for a single. I think the Malaysian bowlers are trying to find their way back into this game. So they have 2 ways to really approach. One is to go for the killer, go for the wickets, or else just dry up the runs. Don't allow them to score, and then the batters will make mistakes. Good use of the feed. Another misfield. Aina Hamiza. Desperate dive to her left. Good bowling. I'm not sure what happened today. A lot of fumbles. We have seen Nepal struggling as well, and now Malaysia too. The ball is just not going to the fielder's hands directly. Well, this might go to the hand. Oh! Just away, desperate dive there. It would have been a spectacular catch if she got to it. Well, a tough chance there. That's beautifully bowled once again. Mahira Izati is doing a wonderful job in here. It's not easy to come and bowl in a crunch situation. Well, Malaysia will be happy. At least they got 83 runs to defend. So something for the bowlers. Much better on that occasion. Soni Pakrin. She's off to a very slow start. 4 of 15. 4 of 16 in fact. Samjana Khatka, on the other hand, has been very positive. It's 22 for 2. Well, there's a change in bowling. Aisha Elisa is off the attack, and it's going to be Noor Khalisha. Noor Khalisha, she took 3 wickets, bowled really well in that first match, the first T20I. And I think Malaysia will be hoping her to do the same once again. That's hammered through the offside. Good looking shot there, but there is a sweeper out there, just a single. I think it's very important for Soni Pakrin to understand the situation right now. She has a good batter as her partner in Samjana. So she can just rotate the strike, and Samjana once again exposing that leg stump, covering all 3 stumps. That's pulled. Mahira Izati out there in the deep. Good fielding. Kept it down to 2, saved 2 runs for the team. And these are efforts that will really lift up the spirit for Malaysia. You need to back your bowlers. It's a heave on the onside. Elsa Hunter out there in the deep. Once again, there's a very good field setup, especially against Samjana Khatka. I think it's all about doing your homework. They know exactly where she likes to play her shots, and they have covered those areas. And the moment you do that as a batter, you try to find new ways to score runs, and that's where sometimes you might succeed and you might fail as well. Malaysia is just waiting for the right moment. Again, just dancing down the track. That will be a wide, not the best of starts from Noor Khalisha. That's a good shot. That will be 4 runs. That will ease some nerves for Soni Pakrin. Well, Marcelis are doing the right thing, having a word with the youngster. It has been an expensive over 9 runs of it. Well, again, I'm pretty surprised that Marcelisa went for Noor Khalisha and not Aina Hamiza. Again, a good looking shot. She's looking much more confident right now, Soni Pakrin. And that's all she needs to do, because the required run rate is still under control, just 4.19 runs required. So if they preserve the wickets and form a good partnership in here, Nepal will get home. For Malaysia, they need to get the wicket of Samjana Kharka. That's a poor delivery. That's smacked. Another boundary. That's the second boundary in the over. This time from the bat of Samjana Kharka. Well, another change in bowling. Myra Izzati was bowling well, but she has been replaced by Elsa Hunter. Picked up a couple of wickets in the previous game as well. This is good running once again. They're pushing the fielders on their toes. Well, Myra Izzati once again, she looked to be struggling a bit out there with that injury. That was short, pulled away. Just a single. Well, this time it's played straight to the fielder. Aina Hamiza there on your screen. Elsa Hunter. Well, she's someone who bowls within herself. Doesn't try to do anything fancy. Just keep it stump to stump. And so far she has done a wonderful job with the ball. Well, she's more known for her batting. But then in both the matches, I think she has been instrumental with the ball as well. That's good feeling from the deep. Marcelisa kept it down to a single. That was a slow delivery. Good change of pace from Elsa Hunter. There you go, once again, fumble in the deep. Well, we have seen that a lot. End of over number 9, 40 for 2. The change in bowling, and finally it's Aina Hamiza who's been brought into the attack. She's replacing Noor Khalisha. Gave away 14 runs in that over. That just changed the tide towards Nepal once again. So in crunch games like this, you need to bring in your experienced bowlers That's something Marcelisa needs to understand and learn from this, because they're heading towards that business end with the Asian Game qualifiers and the ACC Premier Cup as well, just around the corner. So I think this will be the last opportunity for Malaysia. Oh, what a catch! That's brilliant. She takes a blinder. Aina Hamiza gets that breakthrough. And that will be drinks. We'll be heading into a short break and we'll come back soon. Well, Aina Hamiza, she got the breakthrough that Malaysia needed. Sony Pakrin is back in the dugout after scoring 12. And that's why we have mentioned many times you need to bring in your experienced bowlers. Oh, that was close. Poor wicket keeping once again. Aina Najwa. We have seen her drop a catch. And now one goes past her once again. That's good fielding there. Clean pickup from Mahira Izzati. And the new batter for Nepal, Kavita Kuwar. Again, she's more known for her fierce bowling, but she can bat as well. There you have seen a very technical, and she has 400 plus runs in T20Is as well. So definitely very handy with the bat. A good asset for Nepal cricket. Last delivery of the over coming up. Again, good delivery. That's a good comeback over for Malaysia. 3 runs and a wicket. It's 43 for 3. We're at the halfway stage. Nepal needs 40 more runs to win with 7 wickets in hand. Elsa Hunter will continue. Again, trying to heave the ball from outside the off stump. Samjana Kharka, another good knock from her. Scored 30 plus runs in the first match. That's pulled away. I think it will be very important for Samjana Kharka to be there till the end. She has been in good form for Nepal. That's a full toss. Easy pickings here for the batters. And with every run, the equation will only get easier. They still have a lot of wickets remaining, 7 of them for Nepal. So Mas Elisa will need to figure out how to find a wicket. That's good bowling. Bowled it slightly slower. She was beaten in the flight. And I think that's how you should bowl to Samjana Khatka. She likes space on ball. A very risky batter. Flighted delivery. Played straight back to Elsa Hunter. This is a good over once again. Just 2 runs of it. That's a poor delivery. And that might go away for runs. Yes, that's wide. 3 extras. Just spoils the over for Elsa Hunter. Well, that's a good gesture from Dhanushri. Uh, I'm pretty sure they're very good friends. A lot of Nepalese cricketers, they come to Malaysia to play the domestic competitions here, especially the girls. They have very good friendship off the field, but then when it comes to on the field, we've seen some good rivalry between the two as well. But that's the beauty of it. And in associate cricket, we have seen a lot of competition and a lot of passion for the game as well. End of the over, 48 for 3. Aina Hamiza will continue in here. That's a good looking shot. That's good timing. They'll settle down for just a single. Good work in the deep. That's short and wide, cut away. That single will bring up the 50 for Nepal as well. 50 for 3 into the 12th over. They're scoring at a good run rate. Very healthy run rate here. 4.41. Required run rate is only 3.81. So I think required rate is not the issue here, as long as Nepal don't lose more wickets. Again, smart batting. Just worked away on the onside. That's what you should do as a batting pair. And we have seen Malaysia missing out on that, especially in the middle overs. Too many dot deliveries. We have seen in this over 3 singles of 3 deliveries. It just eases off the pressure. A quick run here. Poor fielding once again. That should have never been a run there. Straight to the hand. An excellent running between the wickets as well. This time it's short and wide and cut away over the point fielder. Ariana Natasha does well, kept it down to 2. But again, a very good over for Nepal. They're making the chase look very easy out there. Only 29 runs required now. An expensive over here for Aina Hamiza. A dot ball to end the over. It's 54 for 3. That was a good looking shot. There's a change in bowling as well. It's Dhanushri, who did a decent job with the bat. Oh dear, misfield once again. Ariana Natasha on that occasion at point. Well, defending a low total, you cannot be giving away free runs. Wild swing and a miss, and missed by the wicketkeeper as well. A lot happening in here. Another bye. Well, not a good day here for the wicketkeeper, Aina Najwa. Well, they could have ran a single there. That's one thing you'll immediately notice about this Nepal women's side. It's the discipline as a unit, especially the bowling unit. That was a full toss, played straight to the fielder. Another fumble. Oh dear. That could have been a run out as well. Samjana Khatka was halfway down. Kavita Kowar just ball watching, but then as a fielder, if you don't pick it up and throw, they'll always make it for that single. That's a good looking shot once again. Just a single. Well, end of the over, it's 59 for 3. Aina Hamiza will continue in here. That's edge, and that's in the gap as well. That will be 4 runs. Kavita Kowar will take it. Welcome runs here for Nepal. Well, in fact, it was Samjana Khatka on strike. That's a good looking shot once again. Well, Nepal will be very proud as a cricketing nation. And I'm sure that the supporters are enjoying this live coverage at the Malaysian Cricket Association YouTube page. And you can feel the connection between the Nepal players and their supporters. Like every boundary, every run being cheered. And again, top edge here. Not the best of throws. 2 more runs here. And I think the rise of Nepal cricket has been powered not just by the talent on the field, but also by the fan base. And there you can see a very relaxed Nepal dugout. The captain on the extreme right, Indu Burma, she has led the team really well. But yes, Nepal came into this game with a lot of confidence, momentum as well. From the last game, they won that with the barest of margins. But yes, a win is a win. Today they have been very impressive. That's a good looking shot straight to the fielder. Direct hit could have been interesting. Well, Nepal inching closer to another victory. That's got to be 5 out of 5, I believe. Smart batting. Samjana Khatka just taking her time. Again, 31 for her, 32 in the first match. 68 for 3. Mahira Izati will continue. Oh, poor throw. She threw at the wrong end. Samjana was struggling to the bowler's end, but then Aisha Elisa just threw it to the wicket keeper. But what stands out for Malaysia will be their resilience. Even under pressure, they continue to fight. That's a good looking shot. And good fielding in the deep as well. That's excellent work. And I think there's a lot of genuine positives for Malaysia, especially from that first game. Noor Kalisha and Aisha Elisa, they were very good in the first game. Aisha Elisa, very good today as well. And then you have to give a lot to their spinners as well. Mahira Izati, she chipped in today. She's into her third over, giving away just 6 runs. No Tanya, again, very good with the new ball. So, a lot of positives. But then you need to bring in those results as well. Again, hammer down the ground for a single. Women's cricket in Malaysia has been steadily growing over the years, and matches like these are extremely valuable for the team. It's a lot to learn. And with every game they play, the experience, it only helps them to grow as a team. And the Malaysian side represents a group of young cricketers as well. A lot coming from the under 19 squad. So I think with more exposure at this level, they will only get more stronger and more confident. Good use of the feed. This time she finds the gap. Long chase here for the fielder. 4 runs. That came from the middle of the bat of Kavita Kuar. Nurdania coming back into the attack. Malaysia will want to show greater intent with the bat after the struggles in both the matches. This is a side that has talent, but now it's all about converting those starts into meaningful partnerships and scoring some big runs. Because if you want to put a statement out there, especially against the big guns, then you have to perform well. But yes, when it comes to performance, Malaysia just need one good performance that can change the momentum for them. Oh dear, another opportunity. Aina Najwa is having a nightmare behind the stumps. Should have been a simple stumping chance. Another chance goes begging. Noor Dania, she's bowling well. Oh, that's good fielding. Again, good running between the wickets as well. And there you can see the big screen. Nepal inching closer. And these are very good facilities here at the BAYUEMAS Oval. We have a big screen and a lot of space for the crowd to come in as well. Unfortunately, it's a working day. But I would like to thank everyone who's watching this live coverage right now. Samjana Kharka on strike. Again, a very good looking shot. Well, she has been the standout here for Nepal in both the matches, and definitely she will hold the key, especially up the order for Nepal in the qualifiers and the ACC Premier Cup as well. Good use of the feed, goes over the bowler. Aina Hamiza does well, kept it down to just a single. Well, there was an opportunity earlier in this over. Stumping, going down. It should have been a simple stumping. But these are moments that can really define the game. Poor delivery, pulled away. These are easy pickings. 4 runs as Samjana Kharka continues to impress. That's the match. Nepal won this game comprehensively with 7 wickets. And there we go, 2-0 up. Back-to-back wins for Nepal. And it has been a clinical performance, this one, both with the bat and with the ball. And Malaysia will have a lot to think about after this match. But I would like to thank you all for joining us. 2 very good matches between Nepal and the host Malaysia. Nepal are victorious. They've won both of the games. The first one was a close one, but this match was a clean sweep. Batting, bowling and fielding, all the boxes ticked for Nepal. And they will be very happy with the proceedings. Nepal winning it by 7 wickets. Another very good performance from Samjana Kharka. She scored 39 of 37. And good partnership with Kavita Kuwar as well, who scored 19 of 20. So that's the match summary. Malaysia won the toss, opted to bat first. Aina Hamiza top scoring with 17. Ruby Nachatri picking up 2 wickets. Kavita Kuwar and Riya Sharma picking 2 wickets each. And in response, Nepal got there with 7 wickets to spare. Once again, wonderful performance with the bat from Samjana Kharka, 39 for her. Aisha Elisa pick up a wicket. Aina Hamiza and Noor Dania with 1 wicket each as well. So Nepal won this game with 7 wickets. So thank you all for joining us. This is me, Shahidur, signing off. Thank you.